Will the third time be the charm? University of Michigan hockey is in the Frozen Four for the third straight year, taking the ice tonight against the Boston College Eagles in St. Paul, Minnesota.
So it has been 26 years since Michigan hockey won their last title, and we're all hoping that that changes this weekend. So joining us live this morning to preview the game and talk about other Michigan headlines is our friend, John U. Bacon. Thanks for joining us. So, John,
thank you very much.
I've got to, you got to look at the similarities here because this is the third year in a row when Michigan hockey is making it to the Frozen Four. I mean, Michigan football, it took 3 times for them. Do you think that Michigan hockey can pull it off?
Sure, they certainly can. I think their odds are better than their ranking right now. There are 3 number 1 seeds left, and Michigan is the not one. They're the 3rd seed because they knocked off number 1 seed Michigan State. Quick plug for Michigan State hockey, by the way. Adam Nightingale has done a fantastic job resurrecting a proud program. They are now back to stay. And Michigan had a great game against them a couple weeks ago to get there. Michigan has got a ton of talent. They've had an up and down season. Oftentimes inconsistent effort, inconsistent defense. But they've won 6 out of their last 7. They're playing great third periods. They're knocking off very good teams, including Michigan State. So they've got as good a chance as anybody right now.
John, last time we talked, Juwan Howard was just out as head coach for the basketball team, and now we have Dusty May. What is your take on that? And also, I don't know if you saw Juwan's kind of exit interview where he kind of went into kind of an oral history of everything that happened as he tries to set the record straight. I just wondering, as you wrap that up, and what you expect from Dusty May.
Great questions. And Ward Manuel, the Michigan athletic director, has certainly got his critics. I've been critical at times of various factors, but you have to give him full points here. He made a swift decision on Juwan Howard after the season. I think the right one. Heartbreaking, I know, for Michigan fans because Juwan Howard is probably the most beloved of all the Fab Five, not the most famous, but the most beloved. And within a week, got, I think, the best coach available out there at the time, and that's Dusty May, of course, from Florida Atlantic, who's got Michigan ties with Eastern Michigan. So that was all done about as well as could be expected. Juwan Howard's interview on the way out with Brendan Quinn of The Athletic. He came across again as the sympathetic guy that most people remember, probably the most likable again of that gang. But also he said things about how the facilities weren't up to snuff and this and that's ridiculous. So he probably could have taken more responsibility for the way the team was going, frankly.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long do you think, the rebuilding process will take with Dusty May as the new head coach? I know we would love to see Michigan back in the NCAA tournament.
Great question. The bad news is you got to start over. Basically, the program right now is at 0, more or less. You got to rebuild almost all the pieces. The good news for Michigan these days is that through the transfer portal, as you know, it's straight out of Star Trek, but it works just about as fast, it seems. You can build the team very quickly. So that's a big factor. Dusty May has said he's going to spend 1/3 of his time on the NIL, which is name, image, and likeness. That's where you get money to give to players. It's totally legal now. How about that changing the world? So that it can also change things quite quickly. Third factor is the Big Ten just isn't very good right now. So mediocrity can get you pretty far. So I think their odds of getting back are pretty good.
Yeah, I found it interesting. He focused on NIL, and as we look, a member of the women's team leaving for a better NIL opportunity. And, John, something I've been wanting to ask you for a while is when you look at the landscape of college sports, we saw Nick Saban. He left, and he made it clear that he doesn't like where the game is going. A lot of coaches leaving and saying, these players are just, how much money am I getting paid? And it seems to really be changing the landscape, not just of the game, but of the coaching ranks.
Well, it was a bit ironic, Jason, hearing Nick Saban, of all people, complaining about players getting paid, but I'll leave that one aside for now.
Fair.
But he's got a point that right now it's Wild West. There's no guardrails to any of this. There are no rules to any of this. The irony here is that the NFL has a much more structured plan, a much more transparent plan to pay the players than does college football. In the NFL, we know, you just had Jared Goff on, we know what he's getting paid, we know what the salary cap is, we know who's getting what, we know how long the contracts are. You don't know any of that in college football or college basketball. So that does create a certainly unsettled quality to it. Sooner or later, somebody's going to have to step in and put some frame in place here. The NCAA has been so weakened, I'm not sure who it's going to be exactly, but Nick Saban here, I've got to say it. Jason, he's got a point.
Hate to hear that. Well, let's look ahead to football season. Of course, we've got the spring game coming up. Of course, that's always a fun way to kind of see the new players, the new stars. What are we expecting for the spring game?
It's always hard to tell too much in the spring game because they don't show you a whole lot. And by the way, I'm looking back in the background. Man, I need to clean up this office. But that's an aside. You can't tell a whole lot. Right now at Michigan, of course, they're trying to figure out who the quarterback is. That's not been a question the last 2 years, of course, with J.J. McCarthy about to go to the NFL. So that's a big question there. Michigan's defense looking very strong. Michigan's offense is a half rebuild, basically. So, but the real thing you're looking at is Sharon Moore. How tight the team looks in general. He's the new head coach, of course, highly respected, highly liked as well, but never been a head coach before, except for those 4 games filling in for Jim Harbaugh last season. So all eyes will be on that. But trust me when I tell you, William Goldman, the guy who did Princess Bride and Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, had the best line about any of this when he said that nobody knows anything. There's my prediction.
I love that line. One of my favorite lines. You nail the quarterback position, it can be a great deodorant for the rest of the team. So we'll see if he does that correctly.
Well phrased, Jason. Well phrased.
John U. Bacon, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for getting up with us and chatting Michigan sports.
Yes.
My pleasure always. Thank you.